Everybody, can you see me? Can you hear me? I don't think anybody's in right now. I'm going to wait till my colleague Brittany gets on so she can verify that you guys can hear me. All right, looks like we have some people joining. Awesome. All right. Hi, guys. Welcome to the Venture Devils application help. Can you guys hear me all right? You guys can just type in the message if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Okay, awesome. All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and get started. For anybody that may be joining late today, we will have a recording of this uploaded that you can view whenever you are ready to start your application for Venture Devils. So to start off, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. All righty. And it looks like I have tons of screens open. So we're going to go ahead and start with this one. All right. So the first thing you want to do is go to Venture Devils. You simply Google it on Google, and you will go ahead and click our Venture Devils main site. Right here, it will give all of the general information regarding the Venture Devils program. To start your application, you're going to want to click right here where it says apply, and please make note of the deadline that is coming up, May 13th, 2019, and that will close at midnight. Oh, looks like there's people in the waiting room. It's not just letting them in. Weird. I'll keep my eye on that. All right, guys. So like I said, you're going to want to head and go to the Venture Devils main site and go ahead and click apply. And I'm going to go through this as if I don't have a startup tree profile, the same thing that you should have unless you've been previously in the program and they're pivoting. But this is going to be the main, the application that it brings you to. So Venture Devils, you can tell you're in the right place. It's been open since April 1st, and it will be closing on May 13th at midnight. And here's some of the instructions. So this semester, or for the summer application, we have made it a little bit easier for you all. We only require 2 steps, where in the previous semesters we've required 3 to help expedite some of the process whenever you're creating your application for Venture Devils. So the first thing we're going to ask for you to do is create a Startup Tree profile. Startup Tree is the website that we use to manage all of the resources, all of the mentoring that is connected to the Venture Devils program. So this is really going to be your home base whenever you're engaging in the Venture Devils program to help get all of those resources. So the first thing you want to do is, here's step 1. You're going to click here to create a profile. Let me just make sure nobody's waiting in the waiting room. No, we're good. Okay. I would encourage you guys not to create this with your LinkedIn or Facebook. It would be best if you created it with your ASU email. But for some reason, if you'd like to do the others, you can. It's just a little bit easier for us on our side to be able to have all ASU communications. That being said, though, if you primarily use your Gmail account or something like that, you may want to choose that instead. Whatever email is used for Startup Tree is going to be our main way to communicate with you guys. So just keep that in mind. So I'm going to go ahead and create a profile. Hopefully it doesn't show you one of my passwords previously. I'm going to not do ASU because I already have one. So I'm going to do my personal email. Please don't email me here. All right, let's get started. All right, so it's going to ask you some general questions. Feel free to upload a photo. My location, put Scottsdale, Arizona. And then for me, since I'm doing this as if I was one of you guys, I'm going to go ahead and click student. That being said, alumni, faculty, staff, or community members are all welcome to join the Venture Devils program. But for this purpose, I'm going to go ahead and click student. All right, Arizona State. I am actually a student in, where is it? Herberger Institute. I will be graduating in 2020, and it is a master's. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do account manager. do next? Skills. So what this is doing is these are ways that other individuals on the platform can try to connect with you, may see your expertise. If you decide to use this as a place where you want to direct future customers and stuff, they can see your expertise, so that's all great. I'm gonna go and skip that for now. Oh, looks like it can't. Let's do leadership. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and skip this right now. And currently, I'm gonna say I'm looking for a mentor. You can also skip this. All right, so this is where it's really important. This is all the information that we need to be able to properly process your application, as well as once you're in the program, connect you with the right resources that are gonna benefit you. When you're in the program, you have different classifications, whether if you're a student or you're engaged in a particular program, such as the MasterCard Foundation Scholars Program. Each of these unique classifications provide you different resources. So it's really important that you fill out this form correctly. So your ASU ID, your email address, your phone number. That way, if there's anything urgent that we need to contact you, we have a way to reach you. What campus you're on. Veteran status for anyone that is engaged in the military or might be a spouse of somebody in the military. We have unique resources that we can connect you with. I want to point out MasterCard Foundation Scholars. On past applications, we've had a lot of people misidentify themselves as MasterCard Foundation Scholars. I think it's because they thought they had a MasterCard, so they were. No, this is a unique program here at ASU. So if you are a MasterCard Foundation Scholar, you probably know, but check that. We have Sun Devil Athletics, some other programs, and there you go. So I would hit done, but I'm not going to, just to save some time. Actually, maybe I can hit done. I'm just gonna do some of that. Just to hurry this up. Oh, this is also why. All right. It will go. Did I forget another required one? No. Oh, not applicable. Need to do that one. That's why. All right. Let's see if it works now. So as you can see, you need to fill out every single aspect of the application or it will not let you move forward. So please keep that in mind. If it doesn't relate to you, then make sure to go ahead and put not applicable. So, all right, so here we are. This is your main dashboard that it's gonna bring you to when you start Startup Tree. And what's cool is you can go to all these different things to access different resources once you're in the program. But what you're gonna do for the application is you're gonna wanna click on your actual profile. So this is my Chase Norris profile. And in the application, it's gonna ask you for the URL for this. You're gonna go ahead and go up here and copy it, and you're gonna add this to your Venture profile, or your application. So just keep that in mind. We'll go over that step again whenever we access it. All right, so that was step one. So now you need to go back to the Venture Devils application. I should have just right-clicked and created a new tab, but I had to go back. And do step two. So next we will upload our individual profile to the application. This is the final step to actually submit your application. Any failure to complete this step, we won't even know that you try to apply to the program. The reason being is because a lot of different individuals can have individual profiles, but it doesn't mean that they're in the program per se. You need to finish this step for that actually to work. So I'm gonna click here. This is the main profile. We did step one. I need to do a quick edit. Please ignore step two. You do not need to complete that step. So it's stepped on step three right here. Actually, a couple other things are wrong on here. Or did it take me? Oh, it took me to a different application. Weird, let's go back. I'm gonna show a new way to navigate to this as well. So if you're on your main page and if you went up to events, you can click on applications. You want to click on ASU. And there's the summer cohort. I don't know what happened. I think it read my old cookies or something and took us there. All right, so we're gonna hit apply. All right, and it's really easy. You fill out all of this information, the name of your venture, what type it is. Are you student, faculty, staff, community? You are required to have a website to participate in the program. This could be a simple landing page that could even say under construction, but with some general contact information. This way we know that you're actually committed to actually moving forward with this venture. There are a lot of websites that allow you to create free websites, and that's actually on that first application page. So if I spent a little more time on here and read the whole thing, you can see right here, we have different links that you could go to that explain how to create logos, how to create websites, and different resources for your application. All right. So we have the website. You're going to want to do the team lead. This is going to be the person that our staff will be mainly communicating with. Many ventures have a lot of individuals that are participating on their team. Some ventures only have one, but we need to have one person that we can direct all of our questions to and give them all the materials that they need to compete in pitch playoffs, demo day, and other resources that we have. So I want to make sure you have all this correct. Ask for veteran status again, MasterCard Foundation. So some of these are repetitive from your individual profile. It's just another way just to verify that all of our data is correct. Your 100-word pitch, this is a quick summary of what your venture does and what you're trying to accomplish. Don't get too hung up on this. This can definitely evolve while you're in the program. Just kind of give us a general idea of what you are doing. So industry, please only select up to 2. This helps us whenever we have funding competitions or different resources. We can directly send them to you that might best suit you. So, all right. So this is the important part that usually takes some time. And I'm not saying like 5 minutes. I'm saying, 30 minutes to an hour, maybe a little bit longer, depending on how much work you want to put into it. And this is a pitch deck and your executive summary. A pitch deck is a simple PowerPoint or Google slide, a presentation that goes over your venture. Kind of gives us the rundown. What is the problem you're trying to solve? What is your team currently made up of? How many people are a part of it? If you want to see examples of that, which I highly suggest you do, you want to go back to the main application page and click the link that says pitch deck. Oops. And this gives you all the instructions of what is needed for a pitch deck. Now I'm going to say this, and I'm sure somebody will still submit it, but it's not supposed to be a video. It's supposed to be simply a pitch deck, which is a PowerPoint slide or a Google Slides. Absolutely no video should be submitted. There's no speaking part that you need to do. Save that for the funding competitions if you're interested in getting funding. So. Same thing goes for the executive summary. We have templates right here on the main page that you can go to, and this walks you through, and there's even examples of different executive summaries to reference. So, awesome. Now let's go back, if I didn't close it already, which I think I did. Alrighty, let's go back to apply. All right, so we went over the pitch deck, the executive summary. Okay, remember when I said you'll need your URL for your individual profile? This is where you're gonna put that. So let me create another, oh, there's that again. I wanna go to my profile, so I can just go here and click Chase Norris. Go up here to the URL, copy it, and I'll put that right there. That is the only way I'll be able to connect an individual profile to your application. So that part is really important. Make sure you don't forget to do that. So, and then the last 2 steps are agreeing to the Venture Devils terms and condition. And if you'd like to review that, you need to copy this right here. And you can review all of the terms of agreement. We talk about equity in this document. We talk about photo release. We also talk about Title X9. So You need to make sure that you read all of this so that you understand what you're getting yourselves into. I promise you it's nothing crazy. It's all pretty standard terms of agreement, but may help clarify some of those questions you have about equity and stuff like that. Just so you know, we don't take any equity. It's all yours. Don't worry about that. But yeah, this could be a great resource just to reference. And then last but not least is agreeing for the photo release document so that we can take your photos when you're pitching at our competitions or engaging at our orientations or anything like that. So that being said, that's kind of the gist of it, everyone. Like I said, the deadline is May 13th at 11:59 p.m. If you have any questions, please feel free. You can go and ask them right now. Some other people may have the same questions. Or you can definitely email us. You can email me directly, chase.norris@asu.edu or venturedevils@asu.edu. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up to questions if anybody wants to type them in the chat. I can find my chat. Where'd it go? Chat, there it is. All right, I don't see any questions. Brittany, do you see any questions on your side? You don't, Bailey? All right, well, Christian, Carissa, I wish you guys the best with your applications. And like I said, if you have any other questions, feel free to email me, chase.norris@asu.edu. Awesome. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.